If there was ever a time for me to apologize, this would be it, and I have to apologize to none other than Chris Wood. The reason that I've got to apologize to Chris Wood is I did not believe that he would be scoring the way that he did last season, but to start off the season with 2 goals, especially against a side like Brentford, sure, they lost some key players, but it's still a very good Brentford side. Now, this game was mostly one of those games where Nottingham Forest pretty much dominated Brentford, and Brentford had opportunities here and there, but I do think that Chris Wood's goal in the 5th minute set the tone of this game immediately. And then for things to get worse for Brentford, when Dan Ndoye scored his goal, assisted by Morgan Gibbs-White, who also recently came out and apologized to Thomas Frank. Apparently he personally contacted him regarding the move, because I think Spurs had matched his release clause and he was looking to go and join them, but then we know about him signing the contract and the little Marinakis interview. But in my opinion, Chris Wood getting that goal in the 5th minute was sort of what probably is going to be setting the tone for his season. The fact that he got that goal just, as I said, set the tone for the game. Ndoye's goal then going into halftime, the goal that he scored again, scoring his 2nd goal just before the half had ended. I mean, a brace in the first half is brilliant for a player of Chris Wood's caliber. I'm not saying that he's a bad player, he's a brilliant player, but he's one of those players who you could say weren't really expected to excel in the Premier League, and last season he proved all of his doubters wrong. He had a decent spell with Burnley, quite decent at Newcastle as well, but at Nottingham Forest he's been phenomenal. But as the game went on, Brentford were trying to get back into it, but Forest were also stopping them. But I think when it got to about I could say close to the 60th minute, it was starting to look like an even encounter, and that's when Brentford were trying to get their opportunities, and then it came to the tackle that led to the penalty. It was one of those where, he tried to stop the man. He was the last man. Unfortunate to give away the penalty, but the penalty, of course, was one of those where I could say it was a clear penalty. Brentford then took their chance. Igor Thiago, the new signing, he came off the bench, if I remember correctly, but he came on and scored a goal on his debut, signed from Botafogo. He was quite good at the Club World Cup as well. So it's going to be exciting to see what Brentford do under their new coach. Of course, this is a start that you could expect. Nottingham Forest ended the season a little bit inconsistent because they were in great form and they were looking at the Champions League spots, just missing out. But we'll see what happens as the season progresses. But definitely big things coming for Forest again.